Blessings of the divine upon you, my lady. My husband and I were just sitting down for a picnic under the sun. We haven't much to offer, but would you care to join us?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Wonderful. Come, sit. Oh, it's lovely to meet new people on the road. There you go, all cozy. So tell me, are you heading to Arks like we are? Nicholas and I wouldn't miss Lucian's Day for the world. That's so lovely to hear. The more pilgrims pray for his return, the sooner Lucian will walk among us once more, just like the prophecy says. So come, let us break bread and strengthen ourselves for the journey. We have a sacred duty ahead of us in the holy city of Arks.
You eat, drink, and have a good time of it with Glory and her husband Nicholas. After the meal, you express your thanks and take your leave.
Greetings! May the Seven circle you and keep you safe. Ah, it's a wonderful day, wouldn't you agree?
Not in any mood.
And with good reason, too. Oh, for isn't it wonderful to look upon so simple a meal, bread and cheese, and be positively overcome with appetite? Why, only a few days ago, I was writhing in pain, having eaten from that rotten fish they dare sell on the market. But then a fellow pilgrim passed by, laid his hands upon my feverish skin, and just like that, I was cured. Truly it was a miracle. Alas, I cannot say who he was, but I can say what he was. A holy man. A stranger showing kindness to strangers, exemplifying the teachings of the divine. Fills my heart with gladness to know that there are still folks like him to be found, now that our Lord Alexander has fallen. May the Seven keep him. May they keep all of us.
A so-called holy man who can heal with magic. I wonder if he might be one of the sorcerers Meister Siva wants me to find.
Let it be known henceforth to each and every subject here and everywhere that, in the absence of our beloved Alexander, Bishop Divine, slain with malice and injustice by foul sorcerers, as were let fly by the perfidious lizards of the ancient empire, with the aid and abettancy of the treacherous dwarven kingdom, the divine order of Lucian is now led by his son's most trusted intimate and advisor, Dallis, Hammer of the Divine, Savior of the Sorcerers, and new Deliverer of the peoples of Rivellon. The Hammer shall take counsel from her most trusted advisors. Hail to the Hammer, 7 times blessed.
Trusted advisors, eh? Who do you think it is? The Void Dragon, Damien, Leandra, and Orthring?
What can I do for you?
I'm watching you, stranger. State your business to Magister Carver, or else get out. That's Magister business. Keep your nose out of it. Of course,
Nelson,
sir.
my
Right
inkwell
away.
is dry. Fetch me some more.
Of course, sir. Right away.
Well, there's a fun face. Byron and I are patching up before we head home. Hope the order folks are treating you all right. You stay out of trouble now.
I need those reports.
You're the best.
The Magister startles, realizing there's a stranger in his midst.
What do you want? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation. Well, mind your bloody step in future. I've an investigation to carry out, and I don't need any more distractions. Yes, a vile little tinkerer goes by the name of Higba. 3 of my Magisters have gone missing of late from right here in Driftwood. All signs are that Higba is responsible.
Come on, can't I go play with the others?
No can do, Chickadee. You're not leaving my sight for a
The fiend's greed gave him away. He was peddling items that belonged to those missing from our ranks. He saw my men before they could seize him and fled. Hardly. By all accounts, he seemed like just another money-grubbing nobody. He must have caught my Magisters unawares. It's the only explanation. No matter, he'll face justice either way. If you catch sight of that dog, tell me or my men at once. Understand? There might even be a reward in it for you. Well, do you stop wasting my time then? Elson, my inkwell is dry.
Why the occupied? Oh, unholy hells! Leave me be, demon! It's what I get. Bloody tainted stew! Made us a little, fish into some of my stew. Bloody mackerel must have been tainted. Save me, Lucian! Oh, heaven!
I've spotted something. I don't have the right tool for digging.
Well, ain't you a tall drink of tallness? What can I do for you, honey?
She fluffs them and coos.
You're so very, very sweet to notice, honey. Ain't easy keeping him so nice in a dusty town like this. But I do take pride in him. Sure, why not? Not all of them hatch, you know. And between you and me, honey, I don't mind the taste of an omelette now and again. Go on and scoot then, honey.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Oh, you want a list? I've got eggs to lay, grass to tidy, grain to clear, and Magister boots to peck. Now, if you'll excuse me.
The cat stares up at you. Its midnight black pupils are too prominent for you to discern the colour of its glazed eyes.
8 lives already gone, but I'd gladly lose the last if you can throw me a fish. One of those smelly kind. Wouldn't say no. Fills the belly. Oh, but the other ones, so yummy. They taste like shadows and spoiled cream. Yeah, it turns dark when I eat them. It feels so beautiful against my fur. Like being caressed by black cotton.
He stares at the fish and meows, a mixture of pleasure and pain. He sniffs at the fish, then bares his teeth, ready to sink them into scales and flesh. An elf in tattered red robes shifts through pages of handwritten notes spread across the table.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list. Think, you damn elf, think.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot. The elf leaps around abruptly.
What? Why do you sneak up on me? Don't you know how dangerous that is, the way things are? Haven't you heard? My own Magister comrades are vanishing from right here in Driftwood. Whoever's behind it must be stopped. If you hear anything, come to me. I was removed from their ranks due to my elven blood. I'll continue to serve, though. I won't stand to see my comrades taken by some vile traitor. 3 Magisters vanished so far, all within Driftwood. My comrades believe some tinkerer named Higba is behind it all, but they're wrong. I'm certain of it. He might be a greedy little junk peddler and a sorcerer to boot, but hardly capable of seizing magisters. That's what I'm intent on finding out. This tavern is full of scum and degenerates. The true culprit could easily conceal themselves amongst them. I have to keep investigating, keep the pressure up. The culprit will make a mistake eventually. If you see anything suspicious, let me know. Civic pride, perhaps? The respect of those who safeguard your people? You don't know how lucky you are to be born a human.
The elf's face creases into a mask of fury.
Another ill word against my brothers, and I'll see this floor wet with your blood. Now get out of here, and don't come back unless you have information I can use.
We wander and wonder, seeking signs.
Pretty good, ain't he? Bet he'd even write a poem for you if you sidled up all nice like.
That divine voice, that idyllic poetry. I could lose myself in Barstan's cinnamon eyes.
Wait, my friend.
Keep your eyes
For
peeled.
Alexander the
Ramos
Innocent.
the Wanderer promised he'd be here.
Killed by sorcerer. You have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
The bard clears his throat as though to continue, but suddenly stops short.
Wait a moment. You're the Losa at my home tavern? Be still, my wretched, wretched heart. The mistress of song is here. Madam, now that I can count you among their number, I should never find fault with them again. Please, would you let me compose a poem for you? It would be the most tremendous honor. Accord! Then, allow me to begin. When the mornings are darkest and my crown tolls the terrible knell, when the beer ate my soul and there's tar in my wishful mind's well, I look to the day I heard Losa the many-tongued sing. Because owning a head is a terrible thing.
You don't have the wetness.
Owning a head is a terrible thing.
Nothing to hide. They got nothing.
In a small country valley, after the grain harvest failed, there was little to sing about in the poor village of Dark Vale. Roll up, you bastards! Losa is coming to sing.
Is the greater good?
You know an empty belly is a maudlin thing. An empty belly is a maudlin thing. And then Losa appeared. The sky cleared. I put down my beer, and she sang. And so did my heart. And we cheered. When the mornings are darkest, and my regrets toll the punishing bell, when the world ate my soul, and there's blood in my wishful mind's well,
I little this sorcerer on the loose. I knew they should have cut off the Meister's head and burned the rest. Gotta make sure it don't grow back.
Arguing with Mac is like giving medicine to the dead. He's as stubborn as a corpse and smells the part to boot. No wonder Papa Thrash gives him the stink any time he tries to go downstairs.
When the mornings are darkest and my crown tolls the terrible knell.
Finally! Your colleague over there is absolutely useless. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please.
Oh, pity. I've been trying to get a little something to eat all day. But the giggleheads who run this establishment don't seem to be willing to provide a fellow with his fair portion.
After all I've been through, too.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was killed by those void beasts. I told him we ought not to travel in the hills, but would he listen? No. Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds. And the waiter won't even bring me any stew. Oh, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, perhaps this awful business might soon be behind me. Tell me, how are you with, well, Void Woken? Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be little more than a trifling. My mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine wares from the Southlands when we crossed paths with a great brute of a Void Woken. We made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'll do anything to get them back. Very, very well, that's how. That cargo is worth more than a pretty penny, and I'll owe its retrieval to you and you alone. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I doubt those beasts out there have any use of such a cargo. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my day. Good luck.
An empty belly is a mortal.
She nods an uninterested greeting.
Here for the fight? This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one? Buy me a drink and I'll think about it. Cheers. Later then.
Get you something, friend.
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp eyes as you approach the bar.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
Her eyes soften and crinkle as she smiles.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. You and my Niles would get along. Nice to see an unfamiliar face. What brings you to Driftwood, darling? They've been a trial, that's for certain. But the Magisters are here. They'll protect us. You can rest your hat on that, sure as the sun to rise. My boy Niles will make sure of that. Anyhow, what can I get you? And where did you hear that? That disgraced elf who's been loitering outside my establishment since he was rightfully removed from his position. If I were you, I wouldn't pay any heed to the ramblings of that fool.
An elf sways on her chair, her eyes focused on the counter in front of her, where she has 6 glasses in a row. With the nails of 2 fingers, she's pressing red welts into her forearm. She slides one of the drinks towards you, her head bobbling heavily on her neck as she nods at the sparkling ale.
And that. Nothing like a glass of the good stuff to smudge everything into a pretty shape.
She slides another glass of ale toward you. Its contents sparkle in the dim bar light.
Bottoms up. Can you just not? Cheers to you, me, and...
Her gaze swivels around the room.
Damien's dull knife. This place is horrible. Never mind. Cheers to you, me, and me again. Another.
Give me one good reason.
She dumps a heavy arm around your shoulder and pulls you in close, her breath hot and sour in your face.
Look at this. This is my story.
She shows you the 2 swollen, angry red welts on the underside of her arm. She slaps them without finesse, making herself wince, and stares at you intensely.
I know how to make it better. I can fix it, all of it. I'll tell you. You know, how when you're just not right, you know, on a person basis.
She jerks her arm away from you and gazes lovingly at the welts. She doesn't look up as she speaks.
There's this woman. I'm not crazy. And if she kisses you, she can change you. She's downstairs. And now I'm different. It's in her lips. It's in the magic. I changed the right way. And then, I think now I'll be fine. You understand how, you know, sometimes you just want to be fine.
She looks at you earnestly, her eyes gleaming, the twinkle of tears and amber ale behind them.
Go see Dorothea. She can help with your good life. I seem good, don't I? Yeah, I do. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent
The town
to
is
Fort
poor,
Joy.
but this room is rich.
You're willing to risk
A weathered
Fort
woman
Joy
in a
for
dirty
one
sea
night
captain's
with a lizard?
tunic babbles breathlessly to herself, and somewhere nearby you hear a bell ringing.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn, and I without my compass. The ship is in the locker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows, and all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad. I'm haunted by my crew. They ring the bell to drive me mad. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
Can't you hear the bells are ringing? Hard a port. Can't you hear the bells are ringing? Hard a port. Can't you hear the bells are ringing?
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Rocks ahead, Captain. Do you hear me?
A ghostly seaman stares at the captain, his lip curled in a malevolent grin, his eyes wide with hate, and all the time he rings his bell. He registers your presence. His head swivels towards you.
Spoke to the lady, Captain, didn't you? I seen you cozying up. Are you her woman, or say you with us?
The bell still rings. Do you hear it?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout, and I'm ringing the bell. Rocks ahead, Captain. There's no lighthouse here. Rocks ahead!
His lip curls over his blackened teeth, and with his smile, you know you've lost the argument. He turns back towards the sea captain, ringing...
Rocks ahead, Captain! Avast! Hard a port! Ha! Rocks ahead! Do you hear me, Captain? I'm ringing the bell! Turn the ship, for it's too late!
The bell rings on.
Or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
If I can get Alexander, I can get any of us.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard, yeah? What do you want? Huh. I want another beer and a bowl of stew. Which of us is more likely to get what they want, do you think? Guess that makes me a sinner. Perhaps you can help us settle an argument. Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Thatcher grins hello.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards, and Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say you?
They look at you expectantly. Thatcher looks victorious. Eden looks annoyed.
You're as bad as she is. Get lost then, you're no use to me.
Eden turns back to her drink. Thatcher smiles goodbye.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
Take the wheel, Captain. Take the wheel.
Who rings the bell?
Take the wheel, Captain. Take the wheel.
The chest won't open. It doesn't open.
Speak the word, and I shall open. Speak the word, the magic word, and I shall open. No. 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 Still no. I did not understand. Do you want a buffalo? Is your buffalo unwell? I am already closed. I am a chest. You speak the word. I open. For your safety, please stand back.
The lock unlocks with the tiniest click.